And they'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's one of the more exalted quarterbacks in the league, but I still don't think he gets enough appreciation for his ability to read defenses and lead his ball club.
They come out here in the eye. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the 3 and brings up third down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll put Bryant in motion left. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Going for the deep ball. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll go for it with Bell. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Woo, that guy's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on 4th down.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Again, it's Bell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's 12 yards on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be good for a Denver 1st down. Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll set up a throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Handoff comes to Anderson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it. And his defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe. I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He finds Coates complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They hold him to no gain.
Here's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 19 yards there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. Brown, the lone receiver left. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Muscles him off. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to Denver right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Sanders has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw. And he gets it to C.J. Anderson. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be first down, Denver.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
False start, offense. Still second down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Let's go, D. Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
They'll look to throw again. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. In the backfield is Anderson. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Watch right. We got right. Let's go, defense. Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got time. All kinds of time. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, it definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal.
Green, 39. Green, 39. Mike 50.
Back to throw again. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
Certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
And McManus able to put it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They come out here in the eye. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger finding time. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Broncos haven't had the same success as last week through the air. The Steelers have obviously played a role in that, as they've done what they've needed to in order to slow that part of the game down. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now till late in the second. Bell's going to dart up the middle, and he'll go in for the score, pushing the lead to 10. Staying late in the second, the pass ends up being picked off. Steelers will take it back for the touchdown. Steelers now up by 17. So that'll bring our halftime report to a close. We'll go back now to Sports Authority Field at Mile High for the start of the third quarter.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now back to throw. It's caught by Clive Walford. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And that's complete to Walford. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Let's go! Blue 90!
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 2 yards on the completion at second down. So not the same performance here that we saw a week ago. After the game, we were talking about it. He was hitting on all cylinders. That's just not the case here.
I know usually on the ride to the airport, we're talking about so many other things, but we were so locked into how well he had played. Sharp throwing the football, made the right decisions on when to run, when not to run.
And you notice his footwork was really good.
Footwork was on point. I thought his ability to manage the game as well, get him into better plays. I thought he was really locked in. So far in this game, we're not seeing that. Hopefully he'll be able to pick it up.
Still second down.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Surveying the field, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Bell, and not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now. Charles, what do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
Here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On the give, this is their fullback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he finds his man. It's Duarte. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. This is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game, the end result is the one we're seeing right now. They're ahead on the board.
It has been early and often. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle here to Coates. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Yeah, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll give it to him here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, Roethlisberger. This will be caught by Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Now Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now Sanders. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be good for a Denver 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. His throw incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Let's go! Green 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He's back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. He's got time. Still back there. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see.
All right, here we go.
to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly, they get to the line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. But he caught it out of bounds, and the score stays the same here in the 4th.
So close to changing numbers on the scoreboard. When you're running routes in the end zone, you've got to give yourself enough space as a receiver to make sure you can come down with the ball inbounds.
Now, especially in this type of a game in the 4th quarter. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Pittsburgh, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Denver, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.